Special assignment on CBS 2 News at 11.
Tonight.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey. Would you just, come from the library?
No. Actually, I went to the bookstore at Oakdale U, and, I hate to admit it, but this college thing doesn't sound too bad.
Really?
Yeah, and do you know that Oakdale has one of the best theater programs around?
No, didn't know.
And this girl in the bookstore told me that Howard Ellis is teaching freshman drama. Howard Ellis!
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Yes, he had his own show for like years. You know the one where the dog talked to him or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That hasn't been on in like 20 years.
Well, I know, but that's because he decided to stop doing television to further his career in theater. And when he's not doing plays and things, he's teaching classes. This is it. I mean, this is what I want to do. I'm going to be an actress.
Yeah, that's great. It's really great.
Well, don't sound too excited. What, are you so mad at me that I told Katie we were living together?
No, definitely not.
Well, then, what's your deal? You're not happy for me? I mean, I figured out what I want to do in life.
Well, yeah, of course I'm happy for you. It's just, you know, I wish I knew what I was doing with mine.
You okay? You didn't talk much in the car.
Oh, yeah, I'm just a little worried about Holden. I wish that we would have seen him before we left.
He can't still be at the Mona Lisa. I'm sure he's home with Lily by now.
I wish.
Hey, you know what? You gotta stop worrying about other people and concentrate on you.
I will, just as soon as I find out that Holden's okay.
Hey, where are you going? You can't leave. We had Dr. Sullivan squeeze you in.
But Holden...
Oh, Holden's fine.
You don't know that. You don't know what's going on. James could have done something to him.
Julie, what are you talking about? Maybe it's time you told me what's going on.
Honey, you remember when you were getting married to Holden, you wanted me to give you my blessing. Now, could you give me yours now, please?
You know, Mother, if you were talking about any other man, I would say yes. But James Stenbeck, no, I can't.
Oh, honey.
I will never accept him as your husband, my stepfather. Please.
What are you saying to me? What are you saying to me? You're gonna cut me off, is that it? You're gonna disavow me and divorce me as your mother like you did before?
No. No, I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah, I know where he is, but I'm not gonna tell you, so don't threaten me.
If you don't tell me
what are you gonna do? You gonna kill me? That's old news, James. You already tried to do that right here in this very room, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I should have finished the job.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Show your true colors.
You did this to David. You're the reason he's out there.
That's all you care about is your precious son. You don't care about Lucinda. You just have to destroy her and her whole family. And you're gonna do it, too. You're gonna finish off what your sick son started. Admit it. Admit it!
As the world turns.
I'm not gonna ask you again. Where's David?
I already told you, he hates you. He doesn't want anything to do with you.
I don't believe you.
Yeah? Then why are you getting so angry?
Tell me.
If I did tell you, he would be gone by the time you got there, so give it up!
No! I know. I know what you're trying to do, Holden. It's not gonna work.
Does tossing one of these into your tank kill germs? Well, here's one way to be sure. Lysol Continuous Action Automatic Toilet Cleaner. It not only cleans, it kills germs. No other automatic toilet cleaner kills more. You have our word on it.
My mom says I look just like the Gerber baby. I've changed a bit. And so has Gerber. Now they don't have any added sugar or starch in over 100 recipes. Shouldn't your baby be a Gerber baby?
Someone special is waiting for you at Sears Portrait Studio. It's Rudolph from the new movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and you'll find him at Sears. Come in now and get your holiday portraits for only $6.95 a sheet. Have them taken with the most famous reindeer of all on Sears' new Rudolph background. And take home this new collectible Rudolph portrait ornament free. Get holiday portraits of your special someone with our special someone for only $6.95. Only for a limited time at Sears. Hurry in.
I think my wife will like this.
I'm sorry, sir, but we're closing.
Yeah, but I just wanted to know if...
Why shop around someone else's schedule? With complete 24-hour service, Geico lets you buy car insurance anytime. Buy directly over the phone and you could save 15% or more. Geico Direct, a better way to buy car insurance.
Does this come in beige?
Visibly reduce the signs of sun damage with Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream. It contains retinol and multivitamins, reducing the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, and age spots. Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream.
Is there a toothpaste that reduces tartar and whitens?
Absolutely. Introducing Aquafresh Whitening Plus Tartar Protection. It's proven to reduce tartar and fight cavities. Aquafresh Whitening Plus Tartar Protection for dazzling whiter teeth.
So, what's up with you then?
Well, look, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm glad you got something to shoot for. It's just, well, it's strange, you know? Hearing you talking about what you're gonna major in college.
Why is that weird?
Well, because I never thought about what I was gonna do past high school.
Come on, Eddie. You're one of the smartest guys I know. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, but I don't know what I want to do, okay? I know what I don't want to do. I don't want to end up like those guys my mom used to hang out with.
What? Eddie, you're not anything like those guys. That would never happen to you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Even Brad has been saying, I gotta learn something, you know, a skill, so that I'm not always the low man on the totem pole. I can't deal with that.
Well, maybe you can go to college.
Come on, I never even thought about going to college before, you know, your aunt was talking about it. And then I went up there, okay? I went up and I got this book here.
Oh, wow. You're gonna go to night classes. That's great.
Look, there are like 50 million different courses in here, okay? I'm not like you. I don't know that I want to be a drama student, or maybe I want to study, you know, human behavioral biology, whatever the hell that is.
Well, you know, a lot of kids don't know what they want to do. They don't even have a clue until they get there, and then they figure it out.
Yeah, this is true, but you know what? I don't have the money that it takes to take courses until you know what you want to do. You know, my job at the church is almost over. And I don't have a rich aunt that's willing to back me up like you do.
Maybe I can help you out with that.
Yeah? What the hell? I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Never mind that, all right? Are you going home? Will you take my books there?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
Where are you
cool.
going?
Never mind. I'll see you later.
Eddie, hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good, so was that your girlfriend that just left?
She's not my girlfriend, okay? Listen, why don't you have a seat? I think that it's time that you and I got a few things straight.
Julia, what's bothering you? Give me a clue here.
Never mind. You're right. Holden's gonna be okay.
And you will too.
Yeah. A little help from a psychiatrist.
There's no crime in seeing a shrink.
I bet when you met me, you don't think you'd end up dating a nervous wreck.
Yeah. And when I talked you into staying on here in Oakdale, you didn't think you'd be hostage to a maniac. Julia, listen, cut yourself a break. For what you've been through, you're doing just fine.
I keep thinking about how much simpler it was before. You remember when you sang to me that time in Chicago when it was storming?
Yeah, you were scared of thunderstorms.
You got me through it. It seems like life was so much simpler then. I wish that we could go back to that.
We can.
No, we can't, Jack. Because no matter what happens, even if a doctor helps, I'm never gonna be the same again. That girl you met on the train is gone.
Maybe so. But one thing hasn't changed. I love you.
Ms. Lindsay?
That's me. Thanks a lot for fitting me in. So, where should I sit? There?
Wherever you're more comfortable.
How does this work? What should I do?
Well, perhaps you should tell me what brought you here today.
Then I don't know what you're saying.
Mother, I love you. You drive me crazy sometimes.
Okay.
You have awful taste in men, but I just can't shut you out of my life. I tried that before, it didn't work, remember?
Sure, I remember. I just thought maybe I was fearful that maybe you might want to freeze me out like you did before.
I missed you. And Luke missed you. I will not deprive my children of seeing their grandmother.
Good. Now, I know you can't approve of him, all right, of James. I understand that. And you've got reasons. I understand them all. But he isn't all bad. He's got some wonderful qualities.
Mother, I will never see that. I will never see the wonderful qualities that James Stenbeck has. I won't. But I don't want to cut you out of my life, but I don't want James in my life. I don't want him near me, the kids, Holden.
Wait a minute. He's not going to hurt your kids.
Mother, he threatened to kill them if anything happened to David. If he finds out how David died, he's
I'm not going to let that happen.
How can you do that? Because you have this wonderful love that you share?
Just a minute. Don't knock love. Don't look at me and say that I'm incapable of loving somebody. I can love someone. And James is certainly someone who's he can be loved.
So
Come
you
on,
love
love
him.
is a transforming
You love
process.
him. Okay,
all right.
You love him. Oh, can I ask you a question? Do you trust him? Do you trust? You're going to marry him. Give up everything. Give up yourself. You're going to tell me, do you trust him? A thief, a drug dealer. You trust a murderer with your life?
Well, it's going to take time.
Exactly. Time. It's going to take time. And that's all I'm asking of you. Just please don't. Just take a little time. But I'm begging you, before you decide to marry James, can you just not rush it? Darling. You said I'm not going to cut you out of my life. I'm giving you that much. Can you do that for me? That one thing for me. Please don't rush into marrying James. Promise me.
Of course I promise you.
I have to admit, you had me going there for you, Holden. You know, I almost believed what you said about David. It's
true.
No. You're just baiting me like an animal. That's what you're doing. What are you trying to do? Get this on videotape? Is a camera hidden in here somewhere? Where, huh? You wearing a wire somewhere,
Holden?
Holding?
Videotape this thing, then Lucinda would see you for who you really are.
That's what this is all about, isn't it? Trying to keep me and Lucinda apart. It's just a game to you.
No, this is no game.
Well, I tell you something. I should have known that you didn't know where David is. You'd have turned him over to the authorities. What was your plan, Holden? What were you going to do at the very last breath in your body? Just reluctantly tell me that David was in the mountains of Nepal or in the jungles of the Amazon? Send me flying around the world?
If I could send you flying around the world, I would. Straight out of Oakdale.
It's going to take a lot more than that to keep me and Lucinda apart. I love her, Holden.
You're not capable of love.
Oh, and you are. You and your wife trying to deprive Lucinda of some happiness. You call that love, Holden?
I won't let you hurt her.
No. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to marry Lucinda. I'm going to find my son. There's not a damn thing you can do to stop me.
Oh, yes, there is.
When arthritis pain hurts, you want relief fast. But pills can have side effects. Rubs can have odor. Aspercream's different. Rubbing in Aspercream relieves minor arthritis pain fast. No side effects, no odor. Aspercream. Pain relief without aspirin.
To introduce the tastiest thing to happen to wheat in years, we brought our spokesman to this field. There's just one problem.
Hey!
He's a little short.
Down here!
Presenting the flavorful new taste of Keebler Wheatables crackers, stone ground wheat, baked with a touch of oatmeal and golden honey. Naturally delicious taste from a true giant in his field.
Everybody's a comedian.
Keebler Wheatables.
Sorry I'm late. I was at my doctor and... Oh, did you ask her about the things we've been reading about menopause? I did. she said.
It's important to consider menopause and the consequences of its associated estrogen loss.
You mean like hot flashes? Hot flashes and night sweats, but other things too, like vaginal dryness. It can interfere with intimacy.
And osteoporosis. I know that menopause increases our risk of fractures.
Dr. Hartman also said,
Studies show that menopause contributes to heart disease in women. Additional ongoing studies are investigating the connection between menopause and Alzheimer's disease, colon cancer, blindness, and tooth loss.
I had no idea. My doctor and I decided to stick with a program we've agreed on for years.
I should speak to my doctor.
When considering menopause, consider the entire body of evidence. Speak to your doctor about what you can do to help protect your health during and after menopause.
Something exciting is happening in homes across America. Families are experiencing the wonder and discovering the fun of Disney's all-new animated adventure. The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride on video. Bring it home while you still can.
Her father was murdered. She was left for dead. Now she wants justice. Could it put her in jail? Her incredible story. 48 hours tonight.
It's all right, Matthew. I'll get it. Dear. Now, I hope you didn't come by to hurl insults at my fiancé because I can't take it. What do you want?
I'm not here to fight with you, okay? I'm here to tell you that I'll accept your offer. I'll go to school.
Oh, honey. Now that's good news. Somebody around here is listening to me, taking my advice.
Well, actually, Eddie talked me into it.
Oh, Eddie did. What does he want you to major in? Intimidating Hulk 101?
Don't make fun of him. Okay, he's a smart guy.
Darling, I think that's just grand. I think it's wonderful that you're going to start your life without ignorance. Now you got to rethink your living arrangements.
I'm not moving out on Eddie. That's final, okay?
You don't know. You may feel like a change once you start classes. You may want to spend some time with some of the kids in your classrooms. Kids you have something more in common with.
I have more in common with Eddie than I would ever have with those rich kids at school. Except for one thing. I have a fairy godmother, and he doesn't. Until now.
Oh, has he got a benefactor now? Who is it? Batman?
No, it's, you. See, I'll go to school, just like you want me to, on one condition. That you please pay for Eddie to go too.
So after the Valletta went down, she didn't have any place to stay, so I said she could sleep on my couch. She's my roommate, okay, but we don't live together. It's so funny. I think of her as like a little sister.
Does Georgia know that?
Yeah, she knows. I tell her all the time, man. She would laugh her head off if she heard you call her my girlfriend. How funny is that?
Look, I'm sorry. You didn't have to explain all that to me.
No, you know what I did? I didn't want you to get the wrong impression. You know, think I was seeing somebody, because I'm not.
I got that.
What about you? Have you, hooked up with anybody?
Me? No. And I don't really want to. I mean, I really got to concentrate on school, and I just don't really have time for a boyfriend, you know?
Yeah, I understand. You know, school is so important.
Really? That's different.
What?
Well, I just mean, most guys on campus are just interested in frat parties and football.
Oh, well, that's not me, you know? I definitely ain't into the frat scene.
You know, I didn't even know you were going to Oakdale U.
Huh?
The books. Your books. They're yours, right?
Oh, yeah, the books, of course. Those are my books.
Hi, Hanson.
Hey.
Where's Julia? I was going to show her my famous Snyder's stew recipe.
She's at the doctor's.
Something happened?
No, she's seeing a psychiatrist, Dr. Sullivan.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, good. I'm glad she went.
Yeah. She's trying to be so brave, Emma, but I can tell inside she's a wreck. And I wish I could help her, but there's nothing I can do.
It's got to be so hard on you.
Not on me, on her. No, nothing's happened to me except watching the woman I love get torn inside out from the minute she moved here.
You know what Stenbeck did to Julia to this whole family. It's unspeakable.
You know, she had this dream of how she wanted her perfect life to be. A house with a wraparound porch, a swing hanging from a tree, something right out of Norman Rockwell, you know? And she moved here thinking she was going to get that dream. And what'd you get? The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, now, come on, just take it easy. You can't blame yourself. I mean, it's not your fault what David did.
Yeah, but I can't help her. She wakes up terrified, crying out in her sleep, and I can't do anything about it. She thinks she sees David around every corner, and you know, she might. For all I know, that lunatic is still stalking her.
You don't think he's still here in Oakdale, do you?
I wish I knew. But I'm going to catch him and put him away for good. And until then, Julia will never feel safe. Unless...
Unless what?
Well, as long as Julia's living here in Oakdale, David knows where she is, right?
Right.
Maybe the one thing I can do for Julia is to convince her to leave.
Well, I guess that I'm here because of my boyfriend. I've been kind of a wreck lately, and I'm afraid that if I don't get it together soon, then I'm gonna lose him. I mean, he's been really, really understanding, but I can't ask him to put up with this forever.
Perhaps you could tell me what it is you're asking him to put up with.
Well, I've been anxious, and I'm not sleeping very well. I have these nightmares, and they're so real that I can't get them out of my mind, even when I'm awake.
Could you describe your nightmares?
I'm walking through the woods, and it's dark, and God, and what difference does it make? You know, they're stopping me from sleeping, and that's all I really want. I want to be able to sleep.
Well, inability to sleep can often indicate another deeper problem. If you're having trouble dealing with some trauma in your waking life, it can manifest itself as a nightmare. Perhaps we should discuss what you might be repressing.
No, I don't want to talk about it. I can't. I don't want to talk about it with you or with anyone.
Who tucks the fire truck in at night? Who gets cars all shiny bright? What do horses eat for lunch? Little people have a hunch. Discover the great big world of little people, where every day there's something new, where every day is filled with wonder.
Discover Little People toys with your child, and you too may see the world as if for the very first time.
Discover the great big world of little people.
Checks, stripes, or florals. One comforter complements them all. Because the JCPenney Home Collection gives you an almost endless combination of colorful styles and patterns that go together for a look that shows your own personal style. For both the bed and bath. The JCPenney Home Collection in store and catalog. It's so you. JCPenney, I love your style. Hurry in now for big savings during the JCPenney Home Sale.
Bit by bit, bite by bite, gonna twist your noodle tonight. New Supreme, have you tried? Topped with cheese, open wide, ravioli and cheese. Heck of a find, twist your noodle, change your mind. Introducing ravioli and cheese, part of the new Supreme line from Hamburger Helper. Twist your noodle, change your mind.
Great meal. Uh-oh, gas pressure. What now? What else? Gas X, with the most powerful medicine for fast relief. Nothing works faster. Hey, want to go for ice cream? Gas X, the power to fight gas fast.
Night and day, you are the one.
Feel fresh, dry, all day with Lady Speed Stick Gel. Glides on clear, never leaves a trace. Lady Speed Stick Gel with 24-hour protection.
Night and day.
By Menon.
When news reporters follow a TV celebrity right into the OR.
Why would anyone have butt implants?
It's the most unusual Chicago hope ever. All new episodes, CBS Tonight.
CBS Saturday. What if on your way to a dream date?
You're a little nervous?
Not nervous.
You witness a mob hit, are forced into protective custody.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
With a sexy FBI agent.
For the next 48 hours, you're mine.
And end up in tomorrow's news today. It's an action-packed early edition. CBS Saturday.
Hyperactive kids. Are doctors always prescribing Ritalin correctly? Tonight.
Now, just a minute here. I don't understand. How could you possibly think of sending Julia away after what the two of you went through to get together?
It wouldn't be forever, Emma. I'd help her hide out in Chicago, or maybe her folks' place in Philadelphia, just until David is caught, until the danger's gone, and she can feel safe again.
You don't know how long it's going to take to catch David. Besides, she just started therapy here.
I can find her a therapist in Chicago.
She doesn't want to be in Chicago or Philadelphia. She chose to come here. She chose to come here because she could be with you. I mean, do you honestly think that she could be happier? I'm so far apart from you for God knows how long.
Well, she'd feel safe.
I remember when Julia first came here. She thought she lost you, and she was miserable. And so were you, if you recall. And when the two of you came together at that ball, it was as if something just clicked into place. It wasn't that the two of you were just happy. I mean, you just glowed.
And then David showed up.
Yeah, and then Carly Munson did everything she could to keep the two of you apart. But she didn't because Julia wouldn't let her. Julia didn't give up on you.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on her either.
Good. Because despite what you think, Julia found what she came here for. Now, it might not have been Norman Rockwell, but she found what she came for because she found you. Jack Rockwell, Snyder. I think it would be the worst mistake you could possibly do to send her away. For yourself and for Julia.
There's no need to get upset.
I am upset. I told you I haven't slept in days. All I want to do is sleep. And if you can't help me do that, then I will find someone else who can.
Julia, wait. I want to help you. But insomnia is a symptom. My job is to find out what's causing it. I can't do that if you won't tell me what's bothering you.
I can't.
Julia, everything you tell me stays right here. I'm bound by the doctor-patient confidentiality. You can feel safe here.
I don't feel safe anywhere.
Well, perhaps it's time you start. Let me help you. Why don't you tell me what it is you're so afraid to say?
All right. I'll tell you. It all started when I was kidnapped.
Thank God you're here. I've been trying to call.
Oh, the phone. Something's wrong.
Oh, never mind. Come on, we need to get going.
Where are we going?
First, we gotta get home and pack, then I gotta take you to the airport. I've got tickets waiting for you.
Airport? Why? Where are we going?
You need to get out of here. You, Hope, and Luke need to disappear.
Why?
You're not safe here, and at least not until James is put away for good.
What? Did James do something illegal? Does this have something to do with the plan that you were talking about?
No, this is something completely different. I don't want to do it, but I don't have any choice.
Olin, you're scaring me. What are you talking about? What are you going to do?
I'm going to confess to killing David.
You know, an awful lot of people have tried to work cons on me, including your dear mother. Doesn't always work, though.
What kind of a con is this? You're the one that wants me to go to college.
Yeah, but what about friend Eddie? He wants to get some of my money using you. What's he want it for? What's he gonna do with it?
No, Eddie doesn't even know about this, okay? This is my idea. I want to help him.
Using my money?
Well, yeah, you got so much of it. I didn't figure you would need any of it.
Gee, I have trouble seeing what you see in this kid.
Eddie was the one who was there for me. Not even my mother was, and he took me in when she let me sink on that boat, and he was there for me every step of that heart surgery. And you weren't even there. So, if you think that I'm not gonna hang out with him just because you don't approve, lady, you have no idea who I am.
I think I know you better than you could possibly imagine. Okay. Hello? Oh.
Listen, I need to talk to you now. Something's come up.
Excuse me, okay? Me and my aunt are having a conversation here.
We'll talk in just a
Privately,
minute.
Lucinda,
No.
privately.
Just go, make a left, go down the stairs and ask Rosa to give you something to eat, okay? All right?
No. Wait a second. This is my life that we're talking about, okay? This is important to me. Go to the kitchen, Georgia.
You look terrible. What happened?
It's about our wedding.
What? What's happened? You don't want to marry me anymore?
No, it's just that I don't want to wait. I want you to marry me right now.
The first of its kind. An unbelievably flexible Unwire. Introducing Cross Your Heart with Dream Shapers. For the natural shape you never dreamed possible. Is that a Playtex under there?
For over 100 years, people have nourished the furniture they love with Old English. And only Old English Spray has conditioning Old English oil. Nourish the furniture you love for the next generation with Old English Spray.
You've got responsibility now.
Responsibility.
A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do.
When you have it your way, it just tastes better.
My son wouldn't drink his milk, so I worried about his nutrition. But then I tried Ovaltine, and now he loves his milk. Ovaltine tastes great and adds vitamins. Nestle Quick adds none. So milk not only tastes better, it's better for you.
Ovaltine makes milk even better.
It's 6:10. I'm starving.
Me too.
Okay, it's time to feed the kitties. Hello.
Cats know what they want.
Whiskers. What cats want.
You know, the last I looked, the average workday lasts more than a few hours, right?
Right.
But average pain relievers may work for a few hours, then quit. Well, now there's Aleve. Aleve's the one with the strength to work on arthritis pain all day long with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that. So, if your pain reliever isn't putting in a full day's work,
Fire it.
fire it and take Aleve. 2 pills, all day relief. Works for me.
Stay tuned for more of As the World Turns.
Sunday, angels are caught in the crossfire.
Everyone on the floor now! Mark might be in that bank.
When a son is held hostage.
Shots fired.
On Touched by an Angel. Then, from Hallmark Hall of Fame, how did a single guy wind up raising 3 kids?
You won't say anything, will you?
Saint Maybe, CBS Sunday.
There's a laugh in every single square with Rita Rudner, Billy Crystal, and Robin Williams when Hollywood Square salutes comic relief.
Tonight at 7:30. Sunday, the NFL is on CBS 2, the way it should be. Sponsored in part by Pacific Bell Wireless.
Leonard and Vernita Cox wanted to refinance their house. It took the bank 60 days just to return their call. So they called the money store. From the time they applied to the time they got their check, 11 days. That's all it took to pay off their bills and get back on track. So give us a call. Some things are too important to put on hold.
The Money Store. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Dear Albertsons, every holiday season it's the same dilemma. What did I wear to our family Thanksgiving dinner last year, and how can I save money this Thanksgiving?
Come to Albertsons. Our great Thanksgiving bonus buys make saving easy. Plus, right now, when you buy a delicious turkey at any Albertsons in Southern California, we'll give you another one free. That's right, free. And as always, there's no card needed. Albertsons, it's your store for holiday savings. By the way, it was the red dress.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.
So, how do you like Oakdale U so far? You're a freshman too, right?
Yeah, I'm a freshman, too.
American Lit. I'm in that class too. I can't believe I haven't seen you.
Well, I'm in a different section than you are.
Oh no, I heard Professor Harding never gives an A.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting one.
And I also heard that he assigns 2 novels a week.
I know, 2 novels, what a killer, right?
So who's your favorite?
My favorite what?
American author. You know, like Faulkner, Hawthorne, Hemingway.
Oh, Hemingway, definitely. I think she's great.
She? You're kidding, right?
Well, you gotta admit, he does have a very feminine writing style.
We're talking about Ernest Hemingway here. Like the most male chauvinist writer ever was. Oh, okay, you were kidding.
Gotcha.
Oh, you really had me going there for a second.
Hold it. How can you confess? We're keeping the secret about David because James threatened to go after the whole family if anything happened to David.
That's why I need you and the kids out of here.
Well, what about you? I'm not going to leave you behind for James to come after you.
Don't worry about me. If he comes after me, I'll make sure Jack arrests him and puts him in jail.
No, what if James gets to you first? No. Do you know what he would do to you? No, there's got to be another way.
No, there isn't another way. I tried to talk to James. I tried to convince him that David didn't want anything to do with him, but it didn't work. James still feels like he needs to go out there and search for David.
Let him go. Let him go after. He's not going to find David. Listen, we can keep this secret forever.
Can we? Julia, she's already falling apart. Your mother, she is about to marry James. I wonder if she ends up talking in her sleep about this thing.
She won't. I'm telling you, she won't.
Lily, we can't go on living our lives wondering whether or not James is going to find out and worry about what he's going to do if he does. This way we can control the situation. We will know when James knows, and we will be able to follow his every move. You will be out of danger, and hopefully your mother will see that she doesn't have to marry this guy.
I think my mother would marry James Stenbeck whether she had to or not.
Why would she? You told me that she only agreed to marry James to protect us.
Well, I was wrong. She's going to marry James because she wants to. She claims that she's in love with him.
You want to get married right now, James? What's the rush?
Something happened today. I saw Holden, and he told me he knows where David is.
What?
Then he told me that he would never tell me where David is, and I got so angry I nearly strangled him.
Oh, James, if you hurt even a hair on that boy's head, if you did that...
That's just it. I want to tell you, something stopped me from doing that. And that something was you, Lucinda.
Me?
Yes, you. I had my hands around his throat. And I thought, if I hurt Holden, if I really hurt him, then I'm going to lose Lucinda. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose you.
I knew you couldn't hurt my family. I told Lily that. I knew it.
But there was a time when I could have and would have. And I started thinking about all that anger and all that revenge that used to take over. And I thought, what did all that rage really get me? Nothing but loneliness.
Oh, yeah, I know all about that.
But then today was different. Today it just was behind me. I went past it all because I have you.
Something happened to me today, too. I had an epiphany, too. I realized how much I care for you.
It's marvelous.
Isn't it?
It's wonderful. I thought, because I have you in my life, it made me think, what's really important? What's really important about all this is not all that other, it's just you. I guess in a way you've kind of tamed me. No, come on, no, you inspire me. Come on, you do, you inspire me. I don't want to be away from you. I can't be away from you, not even for one night.
Oh, but I promised Lily.
Now listen, I know I've hurt Lily, and I know I've hurt Holden too. And I want to correct all that. I want to change that, and you can help me do it.
I want to help.
Well, then marry me. Marry me right now. Don't make me wait, please. I don't want to lose you. Say you'll marry me.
Is the vendetta against my family over?
Yes. Over. You have my word.
Then I'll marry you right now.
Thank you. I'll go call the minister.
This'll work.
Atwt contains the same sweetener as equal at a much sweeter price. Atwt. Same sweetener as equal at a much sweeter price.
Neutrogena hand cream, developed in Norway for Arctic fishermen to protect their hands. 5 years of clinical tests prove it works better at rapidly healing dry skin, at retaining moisture longer. It works better. And now, new Neutrogena body moisturizer. It works better too.
When I did laundry, I felt it looked fine. Nothing was missing. Didn't want to spend more time. Then I put a little Downy in the Downy ball. Couldn't believe how soft and great clothes look. It's easy to have it all.
Pour and drop it in. The spin cycle opens it. Then Downy rinses deep, helping protect clothes so they feel and look better than without softener. And now it's even easier. Get the Downy Care Starter Kit.
It's Downy and the ball. So easy to have it all.
Sure is out to clear things up. Here's Sure Clear Dry.
Looks like a white solid.
Yeah, but it's clearly better because when you put it on,
It's clear.
So why is clear and dry important?
Clear and dry is better than dry and cakey.
We want further proof. Okay, we got to pit your left side against your Sure side.
We're not doing that.
Put Sure Clear Dry on your right armpit right now. Now this is another brand. Try it on your left arm. Which side do you think will be clear and dry?
The sure side.
So what could you do with Sure Clear Dry?
Lift up my arms. Salsa dance.
That's Sure Clear Dry. Sure protection for the real world.
Merry Christmas.
Peter!
Merry Christmas.
Everyone's asleep.
Shh, I know how to wake them up. Come on.
Peter!
Oh, you're home.
I missed you, Mom. Happy holidays from Folgers.
How are the kids? Luke is still napping. Hope just needed changing.
My kid had such a rough start in life. It's amazing she made it through, huh?
Oh, yeah. Children are very resilient. All they need is a little love. And they not only survive, but they thrive. Well, it's kind of the same with grown-ups, I'd say.
I think someone's trying to tell me something. Right, Emma. I don't want Julia to leave, and the thought of living without her even for a minute just kills me. But if it would help her,
no,
I'm willing.
please, 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 my angel, please stop this craziness. What would help her is to know that she has you in her life every day. You know, you are the first thing she thinks about in the morning when she wakes up, and you are the last thing she thinks about before she goes to bed at night.
Yeah, and then she has nightmares about David Stembeck.
And all you have to do, my angel, is just hold her in your arms and let her know that she's all right, and tell her not to be frightened. And you can't do that if she's in Chicago.
Yeah, well, I can't do that when she's here at the farm either. Of course. Hey, do you think she'd move in with me?
She might.
I love her, Emma. And asking her to move in with me, I'm really ready for it.
Ask her.
But, you know, I don't want to be pressuring her. I mean, she's got to want it too, right?
Well, you're not going to know how she feels unless you ask her.
Okay. You're right. All right, I will. But not now. She's still so upset. I'll wait till she's calmed down a little bit. Maybe till Thanksgiving. Emma, I'm going to give her that life she's always wanted.
You helped this woman and her baby to escape, and you stayed.
Yeah. So they would have time to get away. And then when I had my chance to run, David tried to kill me. He shot at me.
Well, I can understand why that might cause nightmares.
But I got away. They didn't. David held Lily and the baby for ransom. And he wanted me to make the exchange.
So you had to face him again. Well, that must have been frightening.
All I could think about was getting Lily and that baby back. But David, he said that he had killed them, and he had a gun.
And?
And he escaped. But it all worked out. I mean, Lily and the baby got away, and they're fine. And David can't hurt us anymore, so I just don't understand why I can't get over this.
Julia, you've been through a terrible trauma. don't minimize what happened to you just because you survived.
I just want to forget about it, and I can't seem to get David out of my head. No matter how hard I try, you know, he haunts me in my dreams, and when I'm awake, I seem to see him everywhere, and I can't possibly... You know, I'm paranoid.
Hey, I do the diagnoses here. And it's not paranoia if it's real. He got away. It's possible that he is following you. Have you spoken with the police?
No, I mean, yes. Yeah, my boyfriend is a cop. But it isn't David. It can't be.
Why not?
I've gone over, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd give you more time if I could, but I have another patient.
No, I'll get out of your hair.
Julia, wait. I want you to make another appointment with me. And I think I may have a temporary solution to your sleeping problem.
What's that?
It's a prescription for a mild tranquilizer. Don't take them unless you need to.
Oh, no, I don't want to take any pills.
You need a good night's rest.
Will it stop me from talking in my sleep?
They usually ensure a very deep sleep.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
I don't even think she realized it until she said it. She claims that she loves him. She thinks she can change the man.
Is she out of her mind?
I wish I could do something to make her realize how wrong this is. I want to kidnap her, deprogram her. I'm desperate.
She will come to her senses once she hears that he threatened to kill me again.
Well, then, he threatened to kill you 6 months ago. Did not make her come to her senses. No. She knows how horrible he is. She knows it didn't... She loves him. She even thinks she can get him to drop this vendetta against our family.
Oh, my God.
What?
Forget about talking in her sleep. What if she feels like she needs to tell James about David?
No. No, she won't.
We have to keep them apart, at least until I get you out of the country. Did she say where she was going after she left here?
Home, I guess.
James, he's probably on his way there, too. Come on.
What?
Yes, continue the search for my son. Right. Spare no expense until my son is found. I'll have the money for you in the morning. Right. Just do it.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I'm Reverend Hanley.
Please come in.
I understand there's a ceremony to be performed here today.
There could be an exorcism. Satan's in the living room.
Reverend Hanley, James Stenbeck. I see you've met my niece.
Don't call me that.
This way, please.
Oh, sure.
I want to thank you for coming on such short notice.
Well, it's my pleasure. With such happy occasions, I always love to make
Reverend,
myself
we want to
available.
keep this brief, no long speeches, the shortest ceremony you have.
Uncle James. Uncle Jerk. Whoa. You look nice.
Thank you, darling.
What's the occasion?
I'm getting married.
What? That's why the Reverend's here?
If you want Eddie to go to college, no opinions.
You're gonna pay for Eddie?
Yeah, but the money goes right to the school, so he can't squander it. Now look, dear, I need you to do something for me. Could you stand up for me?
You want me?
Well, I want my daughter or my sister, but I can't have them, but you'll do nicely.
Well, gee, since you put it that way...
Do you want Eddie to go to college or not?
Yes, ma'am. But I'm not gonna catch the bouquet.
I have no intention of throwing a bouquet in your...
What is taking so...
Here I am.
Darling, you look absolutely marvelous.
Thank you. Come on.
Well, the Reverend's
Come, hold on. You can't start without this.
Shall we?
Oh, and Mrs. Walsh is the bride.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Well, shall we begin?
Sure. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. Now, marriage is an honorable estate, and as such must be entered into reverently.
Yes.
Oh, yes, well, moving along. If there be any person here who have just cause why these two should not be lawfully joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
For the colony and for oppressed bugs everywhere!
Coming November 25th, from the creators of Toy Story.
Harry, don't look at the light!
Enter a world you never imagined. Where a band of outcasts is standing up to the challenge of their lives.
It's a bug-eat-bug world out there.
Someone could get hurt. Tough crowd. Disney and Pixar present A Bug's Life. Rated G. Coming to theaters November 25th.
All the mirrors in my house were like from here and up. What do I need to see the rest of my body for? I was fat. I decided to change my life. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. The energy went through the roof. Shake for breakfast, shake for lunch. Delicious. It's the only thing that worked for me.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I know I look good. That's the confidence that I have now.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
I know I love it.
Hey, Parquet. What's the word?
Better.
Better? Aren't you supposed to say butter?
Better.
Butter.
Better.
Look at how you melt. Just like butter. You really do taste better.
Butter.
Parquet. The flavor says
butter.
I don't just color my hair. I revitalize it with new Excellence Cream from L'Oreal. The non-drip color cream with a ceramide and protein formula for rich living color. And does it ever cover gray? Not that I ever had any. New Excellence Cream from L'Oreal.
Searching for an echinacea to help support your immune system? Nature's Resource knows you should look for an echinacea that contains glycolic acid and polyphenols to get results. And unlike some, Nature's Resource guarantees the potency and purity you need. Make your herbal resource Nature's Resource. Follow the knowledge.
You know what? Go ahead. So, like I was saying, when you cut through all the fancy words, it's really about the average Joe, you know, just trying to get by.
Yeah. Never thought about it like that. You're right. Oh, gosh, look at the time.
What? It's so early.
I'm sorry, I have to go. But hey, see you on campus?
Yeah, I'll see you there. One way or another, I am gonna find a way to get onto that campus.
Hey, gorgeous. Hope I didn't keep you waiting long.
No, I just got out.
What's that?
It's a prescription for tranquilizers to help me sleep. I don't know if I really want to take it, though.
Well, you don't have to, but they're nice to have available in case you need them.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Sullivan said. Maybe you would take me to the pharmacy to help me fill it?
No problem. And then I want to get you home so you can get a good night's sleep and I can have you rested and ready by Thanksgiving.
Ready for what?
It's a surprise.
What do you have up your sleeve, Jack?
Well, let's just say that this Thanksgiving we're both going to have a lot to be thankful for.
Julia Lindsay had her first appointment with Dr. Sullivan today. Everything is going just as you planned.
I, James Steinbeck, take you, Lucinda Walsh, to be my lawful wedded wife. From this day forward, to have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness or in health, till death do us part.
You got those words down pat.
It's the last time I'll ever say them.
And now the bride.
I too have said those words quite often. Is it permissible? May I say something from my heart?
Of course.
Okay. James, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. We've been there. Both of us have done that, haven't we? We've had the lowest of lows in our lives, and the highest of highs. But I think that we know, we're mature enough to see that material wealth and riches isn't the real important thing in the scheme of life. It isn't what really makes one happy. Even health isn't that important. What's important is love. It's love. Now you tell me that you are a better person today for my love. And I'm so much happier today for the love that you have for me. So I say to you, let's forget about the better or the worse, and let's go for the best. Till death us do part.
Oh, probably in the living room.
I now pronounce you husband and wife, whom God has joined, let no man put asunder.
The Surprise Sounds Kitchen from Sesame Street is the busiest kitchen around. It talks.
Time for popcorn in the red pot.
Let's cook soup in blue pot.
It makes fun sounds.
Hungry.
Surprise Sounds Kitchen from Sesame Street. And they even get to clean up.
You can visibly reduce the signs of aging on your hands with Neutrogena New Hands. The pro-retinol formula diminishes fine lines, reduces the look of age spots, restores a more youthful tone. Reveal younger-looking hands with Neutrogena New Hands.
Want to clean the whole house fast?
Giddy up 409. Giddy up 409. Giddy up 409. Nothing can stop her. Nothing can stop her.
Giddy Up 409.
Water. It's in every strand of hair. But blow drying can dry it out. The new Sensor Care from Philips has a unique heat sensor that measures your hair's temperature and automatically adjusts, so your hair never overheats. It's healthy, shiny, full of life. The new Sensor Care from Philips.
The first of its kind. An unbelievably flexible Unwire. Introducing Cross Your Heart with Dream Shapers for the natural shape you never dreamed possible. Is that a Playtex under there?
I swim every day, then blow dry. It's tough on my hair.
VO5 hot oil bonds to weak hair strands, leaving it up to 60% stronger and dramatically revitalized. Nothing works like Alberto VO5 hot oil.
Imagine what it can do for yours.
Fran's just dying to make babies, even on the Hollywood squares.
I have to have sex right now.
You know, usually they ask for my autograph.
An all-new nanny. Then, Maggie's dating her high school teacher.
This is so weird.
How far will she go for a good grade?
I'm getting an 8.
Gregory Harrison guest stars on an all-new Maggie Winters, CBS Tonight.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all, get ready for the most outrageous outtakes ever.
My prostate.
Join Kevin James and your favorite stars for Funny Flubs and Screw-Ups, CBS Friday.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, controlling hyperactivity in children. Are doctors always prescribing Ritalin correctly? The story later.
It's the revolutionary new diet book based on your blood.
I lost 10 pounds in 11 days.
From A to O, find out what you should and shouldn't be eating. Does your blood hold the secret to staying thin? Special assignment on CBS 2 News at 11.
Tonight.
These days, everything's faster. So how come pain relief isn't faster? Introducing Advil Liquid Gels. On tough pain, they're stronger and faster.